All right, y'all, what's up? So I got to break something down to you guys so you understand the way that I think, in the way that the reason that I move so fast, you guys, the reason that some people be thinking I'm on meth or high or this or that, okay? Which I understand that because I'm extremely aggressive, and most people would probably be on some shit to operate on the levels that I do, okay? But you really just would break down and fuck up and go psychotic. So that would never work. So, but what you guys got to understand about me, and by the end of this video, what you better understand about yourself, motherfucker, is that I'm terminally ill, okay? So I only have a certain amount of time to tell you guys all this information in this data that has been stored up here in this little computer brain of mine, okay? I have to tell you guys as quick as I can because there's no way that I'll probably ever have enough time to tell you guys everything. Okay? So, what you need to understand is that you're dying too every day. You're dying when you wake up, man. And you need to understand that you're terminally ill too, and you're on a fucking clock. You only have so much time in this world. You know? Some people, and I hope, you know, that it ain't like this, but some people that watch this video, it might be like one of their last days, and they might be the person that I'm talking to. And I'm sorry if I am, you guys, but, you know, like, this shit isn't a joke as far as, like, what time really is, the value of time, what people do when they lose it, and what they'll do in attempts to get it back, which is impossible, okay? So just know that I can only be here for so long talking to you guys before I'm done and I'm gone, and that's just it, you know? And I'm cool with that, but what I've realized is YouTube will be here way longer after me. You know, YouTube is just a baby right now. This is gonna be like 10, 15, 20 years from now. This is gonna be like everybody's gonna know about YouTube. Everybody's gonna be communicating with each other on YouTube. This is how people are basically, aside from Facebook and other little networks like that, but YouTube is something bigger than that. YouTube, you can make a brand out of yourself. You can make yourself a legend if you're really that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the world is yours, really, if you understand how to use this. At the same time, it also could very quickly lead to my demise and yours. Just exposure in general is a huge fucking risk for anybody, whether they know it or not. Just people even being able to access you, even in the comments, can be deadly. You guys better fucking know it. You know? You talk shit to the wrong psychopath out here, they'll come to your house, man. You know? And it's not gonna happen like every day, but you guys know it, man. Motherfuckers go crazy out here. Some people are on some shit, you know? So don't put it past anybody, you guys. But just know that there's a reason that I drop as much information as fast as I do. And there's a reason that I move as rapid as I do. When I go to sleep at night, I plot as I'm going to sleep. I'm plotting what I'm gonna do, at least for the next day. And then there's like a secondary plan, and and then it goes further out. But I always focus on what's coming up next. But in my mind, it's planned out for decades of how things are gonna go. You know? But when I go to sleep at night and when I wake up in the morning, I'm plotting on what I'm doing that day. Throughout the day, then my thought process is more long term. But when I wake up in the morning, I go to sleep at night, I almost think myself sick, you guys. Sick with stress, what I have to do, what has to go right, what can't go wrong. Like everything, I'm going over all this shit in my mind, and it could be as simple as something as just paying a bill. The money's already on the card, I just have to call them. I'm just plotting 24 fucking 7 to the point where sometimes it literally makes me fucking ill, you guys. Because I'm always fucking thinking. Every thought, every waking moment, every fucking conscious thought has something to do with getting me to somewhere else. There's no real dead time where I'm just sitting around like, no, man. I'm plotting all the time, whether it's good or bad, positive or negative. I am always thinking. I'm always moving myself further along in life at almost any means necessary, but I do have limitations, and there are lines I will not cross for any reason, any amount of money. But you guys just know we're all some terminally ill-ass motherfuckers, man, and we're all dying, some of us faster than others, and some of us are going to deal with it better than others. But to not understand that every day you're terminally ill also. It's not just me. You're dying too. So before you die, what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to be known for? Who do you want to be known as? Who do you want to tell your story? Do you want to tell your story? Or do you want somebody else to tell your story that don't really give too much of, care about your legacy? And they might get some of the details wrong, So I'd rather just be me the one telling my story, man. And be as honest as possible without throwing a gang of people under the bus. Not even a gang of people. Nobody under the bus. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going under the bus in none of these stories, you guys. So it's not never going to be no snitching. It's not never going to be nothing to come out of it for nobody. The only person that I guess I'm really putting out there is myself. But I'm confident that everything that I talk about has been investigated to the degrees where at this point I can talk about exactly what happened, because it's just the reality of what happened, and there's no statute of limitations that can come near me in these scenarios, you guys. So you might kind of figure out eventually that I'm vague about certain subjects, and you'll figure out exactly what they are, and you'll know exactly why. But if you pay attention, there's going to be there's something that I'm not going to do a lot of, we're not going to do a lot of talking about certain things, even though we're going to cover everything, but you'll understand later on. You should have already caught on by now what I'm talking about. But I'm out, y'all. Just know that I'm going to drop all this knowledge as quick as I possibly can and get as much off to you guys as I can before I'm gone and my time is over, because I'm going to burn, what I've seen in this world in, like my testament to what life was about into history through this YouTube shit. I ain't even really tripping on money, you guys. You know that. This ain't about that. This is about history being made. If it wasn't for the George Floyd situation, I never would have came out and said anything. I would have never came on YouTube, never would have started a YouTube channel. It was never about just bashing these lying ass fake convicts. Them dudes, they're going to burn out like cigarette butts in the next couple of months, weeks. They might last another year, but them guys are all up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit wasn't going to fly too long, you guys. But, I'm just here to drop you guys the knowledge so you can try and, do what you want to do in life. So you're not trapped and feel, caged in and imprisoned in this big old free country that's not even close to free. So don't get it fucked up.